American Top 40.
And that means we're up to the brand new number one song in the USA. You know, many artists grumble about how they love the music side of the music business. It's the business side they don't especially like. But not the leader of the band at number one this week. His name is Chad Kroeger. And he says, quote, "I'm just as much a businessman as I am a musician. I might even be a little more on the business side. I love the business of it," unquote. Interviews with Chad tend to be filled with technical business terms, active rock, target markets, impressions, and the like. He even refers to his music by the industry term, which is product. He says he can explain how to break a record in just 10 minutes, and he loves it so much, the band got rid of their manager, and are doing it all themselves. And they're apparently doing it very well, because this week, the Canadian band has the brand new number one song on the pop chart. The brand new number one song in the USA on American Top 40 is How You Remind Me by Nickelback.
Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing.
American Top 40 with Ryan Seacrest.
You've got it on AT40. It's Ryan Seacrest. And before the lead singer of this next group became a rock star, he actually had to hold down a real job. Imagine that. According to Chad Kroeger of Nickelback, he had every job imaginable.
And then I kind of found my niche when I hit the telephone. When I started telemarketing, I was that annoying little bastard who would wake you up at, late hours and try and suck donation money out of you. And boy, let me tell you, can I soak old ladies for donations.
Which is a talent. We're learning a lot about our friend Chad Kroeger.
Hey, what's up, man? This is 50 Cent.
This is Avril Lavigne. This is Ashley Simpson.
Hi, we're the Backstreet Boys.
The hits from coast to coast.
American Top 40
with Ryan Seacrest.
Nickelback frontman Chad Kroeger, desperate for the band to take a break from touring. He says he wants to start planning his wedding. Chad, who met his fiancée Marianne at a concert, doesn't want her to do all the planning by herself. The one kind of wedding Chad knows he doesn't want is the kind where he flies into town, throws on a tuxedo, runs down the aisle, says I do, gives a kiss, puts on a ring, and runs out the door to the airport. It sounds so contrived. Here's number 3, Nickelback and Photograph.
Look at this photograph.
Casey's Coast to Coast.
And that means we're up to the number one song in the USA this week. It's by a band that used to break up the tedium of being on tour by heading for shopping malls, not to shop, but to skate. Chad Kroeger, lead singer of Nickelback, says it used to be part of their daily ritual. Quote, "After weeks on tour, we'd get really bored. So we'd have our people track down a mall with a really big parking lot. Then we'd get up early, before the mall was open, and go there to play street hockey. Just an hour of street hockey was enough to relieve the stress of the road. But as their fame grew, so did the demands of their job. Chad says, quote, "Sadly, that was then, before we got so busy. Now we've got so much to do, we have no time for street hockey. If we have an hour off, we use it to sleep." Well, they may not be playing street hockey anymore, but they continue to score, and score big with the song at the top of the chart. The number one song in the USA on American Top 20 for a fifth week is Far Away by Nickelback. Hi, this is Casem. Last week, Nickelback scored their 5th number one hit with Gotta Be Somebody. Is this powerhouse band from Canada settling in for a long stay at the top? We'll find out as we count them down on American Top 20 from the premier radio networks.
American Top 20.
And that means we're up to the number one song in the USA. It's a hit about feeling like an underdog even after 5 number ones. Nickelback has had more number ones this decade than any other act on our chart. You'd think they'd be confident in their talent. But lead singer Chad Kroeger says nothing could be further from the truth. Quote, "We always feel like the underdog. We get dismissed by so many critics. And though we've had success on the charts, that still hurts. We always feel as if we have to prove ourselves." And Chad says that's what the band's latest hit is about. He says it's a love song about finding someone, but it's also a song about finding respect. That's where the line, everyone wants to feel like someone cares, comes from. It's about our need for respect. It's what keeps us trying to do our best with every song. And this week, doing their best, lands Nickelback once again at the top of the chart. The number one song on American Top 20 for a second week is Gotta Be Somebody by Nickelback.
I'm Mike Casem, in for Casey Kasem. Moving up a notch to number 14 is Nickelback, with a song singer Chad Kroeger describes as, quote, very motivational and very positive. A song in which he sings, if today was your last day, would you make your mark by mending a broken heart? You know it's never too late to shoot for the stars. Here's Nickelback.
If today was your last day.
Rising from number 15 to 14, that's Nickelback with If Today Was Your Last Day.
Counting them down with Casey Kasem.